Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Ebo Richards, CEO of Hejspan. Hejspan is a division of IZ Corp Exchange in good standings. What Hejspan is a research it's a research program for hedge funds. And being that hedge funds are very popular on the IZ Corp Exchange, we like to keep the information flowing on what a hedge fund actually is, because there's a lot of myths and there's a lot of data that comes out and a lot of things about hedge funds that aren't true. And hedge funds are really fun and exciting. So we're studying portfolio building and structuring of hedge funds. And what we found out, what we've come to is the universal demographic of investing is emerging markets right now. And with that being said, emerging markets are a big part. The hedge fund community is a big part of the emerging market scene. There's a focused approach to portfolio management, and it includes what we come up with at Hejspan is we have a model that says onshore versus offshore equals emerging markets. Because before it would be like, well, you're offshore, but you're not U.S. mainland, so you're like Switzerland or something, and you're just hiding or protecting some tax shelters or something. But now that's just not the case today. You don't even have to go offshore to participate in the emerging markets. And hedge funds are really benefiting from the growth of the technology and the emerging markets. The question was posed to me: Are small funds good? Smaller funds are good, but at what I teach, what we stress here at Hejspan is to a proven track record. It doesn't matter if you're big or small. If the product fits your need, and they have the track record, the proven track record to show for it, then it's a good fund. Period. Careful analysis goes along with the portfolio management, and clearly understanding of what the manager, quote, the manager wants in the portfolio, including the risk times the goal. So you would just look and say, well, you have a strategy. Okay, the strategy is proving. We plan to make 30%, and the investor is going to make the 30%. We'll take the 2 and 20 or the 330, whatever you agree on. But then all of a sudden, the portfolio produces 60%. Well, that really wasn't the goal. So the investor, even though he's getting wealthier, would be like, well, what happened, and then they'll start doing more due diligence. So you want to make as much as you can, but it's including the performance times the goal. And you can aim. Another question was, can you aim for diversity? That depends on whether your preferred funds and your existing dynamics. Expanding your team, that's pretty much up to the owner of the fund. That's just pretty much up to the people who are sitting at the forefront of the fund, and whether or not they're interested in bringing in more people and establishing more corporate regulation directly through the fund. You also have to have the sectors that you want to cover, and you clearly have to understand that. Another thing to look at is, when you're building your portfolio and you're doing your management, not just the sectors, but you also have debt to ratio. So you want to see, well, if I'm buying this company, or if I'm putting my money with this company, or if I want to participate in this company, what is their debt to ratio? And it's not just, well, who owns the company and the board of directors and stuff like that. It's like, what kind of debt to ratio do they have? And time and value is another aspect of where the fund is. Also, the interest rate at the time comes into question, and you have to be very, very well aware of that. And systemic risk also becomes a factor, which leads to non-financial investment considerations. So there's a couple of, a little more, few more dynamics that we were able to express for you, and that falls under diversification of your fund. And again, my name is Mr. Ebo Richards, CEO of Hejspan, a division of IZ Corp Exchange in good standings. And thank you, and have a great day.